Okay.
Hi. I forgot everything.
Way to sabotage the intro, Lore.
Hi, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. I'm Tex, and I'm here with Law and Griffin.
I'm fine, thank you.
Internet Remix is not responsible for diagnosing any neurological disorders.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is actually true. That's actually an important thing to note, as much as we may talk about it. Okay.
Right. So let's go and see. Yuri.
Yeah, last we left off, Sayori is depressed.
Yeah, clinically.
Clinically. But we have other things to do, like seducing Yuri, apparently.
And her chest pocket.
Let's see what diagnosis we can pull from her.
Yeah. I say goodbye to Yuri. Yuri!
Wow! Wow!
Already. Hi,
Way
Yuri.
to shit on your
Bye,
depressed
Yuri.
friend. GG, Mother Barton.
I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too.
Jesus.
I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me.
Speaking of what's ahead of you.
As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
She's naked. No. Ah! Thank goodness!
You're a little early.
I always come early. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
All day. No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it.
That's the thing about common sense. It's not as common as one would believe.
Yeah, sometimes you need something spelled out for you, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
Well, we're making posters, bitch.
Yes.
That's right. And you did manage to find and did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
No, you fucked it all over. I'm sure it will be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. Oh, and it's a double bed too.
Ooh.
Jesus.
The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I
Now let's mess it up.
cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed my room was... What? I would be really embarrassed my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. The carpet. I would have gladly helped you clean. Her name is Yuri!
That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer.
My-
Why are you
behind.
checking through his drawers?
I know,
What's he got in those drawers?
I mean, we've already established he has an interest in his pockets.
I'm sorry. I just really wanted to see what was in your drawers. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine.
No, it's not.
I let go of Yuri's wrist.
I'm a horrible pervert.
She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them.
She focused on her rap.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I don't know if I was going to say rack or rap. But
Now I got this image in my head. Epic rap battles of Moe!
Keeping our hands in her chest.
her chest pocket.
Well,
I doubt you'll see any objections from her.
So, should we get started?
Already? Ah.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements.
Yeah, like farting and crop dusting. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy.
I mean, to each their own.
Oh my god.
The internet is a big place, and I'm not one to judge.
Aromatherapy candles. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm judging.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
I haven't even brought out the handcuffs yet.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place.
Mm-hmm.
Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess.
Quote-unquote cupcakes.
I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
Jesus.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Again.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
You mean like that squeak I just did? A bad thing?
No, not at all.
At least not without a safe word.
It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Easier said than done. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation.
Oh, did you now?
I was going to use them during the poetry event, but I suppose I could break out the handcuffs early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see, there's rope, the whips and chains, handcuffs.
Yuri rummages through her bag.
Ah, the latex suit!
She pulls out a few candles in a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
Wow, we're graduating to that level already.
Wooden cylinder-shaped object. Oh my goodness.
I mean, they have full festivals for that, so...
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room.
Jesus.
I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that'd be really neat.
Set the entire school on fire.
What's
Yes.
that wooden thing, though?
A dildo. Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Oils, she says.
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
I have much experience with that with my many years of extensive crop dusting training. Okay, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere.
Damn it.
Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself.
I mean, do I even need to make the happy ending joke?
Oh my god.
You can even feel it permeate through your body.
I'm sure.
Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection.
I'm sorry, what was that second to the last one?
It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom.
Oh god, it has a vibrate function.
In just a
switch on the
moment,
bottom.
a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood
2
is that
hours
one
later,
for?
the bird wakes up from being unconscious.
Oh, no. Let's not make drugging
Yeah,
jokes. Come on.
sorry.
What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. Good for relaxation. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Well, jasmine is a flower, so
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
don't you even start. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. It also provides determination.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think they would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself.
I mean...
She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Tying you to the bed.
Well... Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Slicing your face up, bitch. Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may also catch them in the eye. Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative.
And once they're in, I can take off my bra.
I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so?
Why don't you demonstrate for me right now?
You think she came here wearing a bra?
Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, when you have boobs that big, if you do not have a bra on, then there is something going on to keep them up like that.
If you don't have a bra going on, you have death.
Plastic.
You have death.
Let's just assume it's a very tight sweater for all intents and purposes.
Wait, text. There's the definitive.
Yes.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us?
And her dildo.
Or maybe
Just the three of us.
the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Mother Barton. You can write any characters you want.
I'm gonna write Natsuki.
I'm gonna write Mario.
Just draws a mustache on it.
I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
I'm gonna draw a doodle SpongeBob.
Oh no.
Minoy.
Doodle Bob roleplay.
No, bring it back, guys. Come on.
Oh, now it's just a drawing.
Minoy.
Oh my god, okay.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then, she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. A knife?! What have you got there, Yuri? A knife! No!
Okay.
Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Yeah, but you don't cut ribbon with a knife.
I mean...
The silver handle is an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife.
That's no
This
knife.
is a knife.
It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
It's a knife, bitch. You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge.
Oh, really?
To each their own, you know?
God damn it.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
Really, I never would have guessed.
Wow.
They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying?
Oh my god, I just realized something.
Please don't think I'm weird for this.
She's that purple-haired character from High School of the Dead.
Huh. I'm not familiar, but...
I'm sure the
I've
comment
never
section
seen
will
it.
be more than happy to fill you in.
no doubt.
Oh, definitely.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing
You're
at you.
cutting me off.
I'm gonna cut yours off. Wait,
Oh,
what?
no.
Griffin.
It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out.
And she just plops her breasts right into his hands.
Right.
Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me.
It'd be a hell of a plot twist if it turned out her last name was Bobbit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh gosh.
I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife on my index finger.
Why?
Ow!
Motherfucker! Why did you do that?
I just had this knife polished.
I didn't expect it to be that sharp.
It's a fucking knife!
I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp.
That's something of note! Do you have a fucking sheath for that thing?
It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah,
She
stares at it and notices me fidgets. She's not under blood, is she?
Again, just give it time. Watch her, like, put your finger in her mouth.
If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning.
How did I know? How did I fucking know?
Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger.
Christ!
Oh, this is descriptive.
Again, I feel like we may need some content warning for the last couple episodes.
you think?
I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh,
Was it good for you too?
please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
At least not with your head.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri.
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
Somehow I doubt this.
How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little.
Is she?
She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon?
Well,
Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway.
don't.
Oh no.
For fuck's sake, dude!
Well, I mean, turnabout is fair play.
Yeah, but then there's leading someone explicitly on.
I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Dude!
Motherfucker!
Exactly!
Did you really just do that?
Now we're even.
For fuck's sake.
Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Yeah, you did!
Who raised this kid?
Evidently no one.
I knew that'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
Oh, you think?
You're so weird, Mother Barton.
Yuri giggles shyly.
Ugh.
Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
That's because she sucked out all your blood.
She's a
I
vampire.
Yep.
I see. That's relieving.
I'll
Wait, no,
bet.
that's me pissing my... Never mind.
Jesus.
The tension is quickly lifted.
go for mature humor here on Internet Remix.
Thanks, Internet Mom.
Each
You're
resume our
welcome,
respective
my
activities.
child.
We each resume our respective activities. I watched Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What did you have in mind?
Well, first you might want to buy her dinner.
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Don't drink any of them! Thank you very much.
I'm gonna call it right now. The moment we come back, she's gonna be sniffing our clothes or some shit.
She's going to be looking through that exact drawer that we told her not to.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of water is okay. I can supply the rest of the moisture. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses.
Sounds like a good idea.
I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm.
Huh.
Well.
Oh no.
Gee.
Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me, then takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into each of the cups.
So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise and then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Don't you worry your pretty little head about that. Well, it would be more fun to surprise you.
I mean, he's not going to be surprised. He's going to be right there as you do it.
Yep.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school.
That's probably because you're still a child.
Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
Ah. I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean it like that at all.
Oh, believe me, I believe these are very much adult activities you've been partaking in.
It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need it. I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like where I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if
Nah, I'm
Yuri...
just pulling your leg.
Give her time.
Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from.
I said pull, not suck.
Listen.
Oh.
Before or after she cuts it off.
Okay, anyway.
I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience of someone can make me happy.
Games, huh?
I
Like
think
a Let's
I feel...
Play?
Yeah, possibly. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Of course.
Well,
Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise.
you gonna suck his head now?
Are you hurt?
I realized the moment I said it. Well,
Oh my god.
I swear
Okay.
that's not where my headspace was when I. Anyway.
Really?
Maybe
That's not where your headspace was, huh?
Listen,
Okay.
God.
And I think actually that's probably a good stopping point for today.
Yeah, I think stopping it. Are you hurt? There's a bit of symbolism in that.
Are you hurt? Bye now.
Are you hurt? Good. Bye.
Yes.
But we'll see you guys next time where things might get a little even saucier.
And we possibly will see the school festival. So that's kind
That
of
would be
fun.
cool.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Later.